supermarket again, and I want to do some price comparisons to show the difference with US dollars to Singapore dollars in fair price extra supermarket. This is in the Gen Mall in Singapore, and it sounds like they got decent prices, but they've got this board here with their promotions, so I'll kind of show you guys what's going on with that. So let's see. For example, let me tell you, $1 US is equal to 1.37 Singapore dollars. So 1 Singapore dollar is 72 US cents. So that might help you during this video, but I'm gonna try to convert as I go just to give you the idea. And I'm not doing this in British pounds or euros, so you gotta figure that out on your own. This is just for US dollars to Singapore dollars. But here's the advertisement. So I see they got like cans of beans here, $1.30. You know, that's gonna be like $1 US. What's that? That one is flaxseed oil for 10. That's 7.5 US dollars, something like that. What else we got here? Almond milk, I believe. $5.95 per pack. That's gonna be about $4, $4.50 for one of those, and that's a 1 liter box. What else they got here? They got some fresh picks on fruits. So the fruits are definitely different on this side of the world. I do see they got a whole roasted chicken for $4.90. So that's gonna be like $3.50. That's pretty good price, I would say. So that's even cheaper than back in US, in my opinion. They got this fish, $1.15 per 100 grams. So that's like 80 cents per 100 grams for that. Persimmons, yeah. Let's see. I don't know what else to show. Let me see. $4 for jam. That's about $3 US dollars. Peanut butter. Skippy 1 kilo peanut butter, 11. That's gonna be $8 US. So there's something for you. So this aisle is all like detergents, like laundry detergents, like liquids and powders. I'm seeing all sorts of different prices from like 7, 9, 12. So that's gonna be like $5 to $8, $9. So this big one is $6.50 of like powder. That's gonna be like probably $4.50 US dollars for that one. I mean, the brands definitely are different. They got some Tide down there. On this side, got some random cleaners. Glass cleaner for $3.30. That's gonna be like $2 for that. And let's see what we got here. Tile cleaner, stuff like this, $14.9. It's gonna be like $10 or $6.50 for some of these. You can see these prices on these digital tags they have here. Shoe shine, it's $3.70, so that's about $3 US dollars, something like that. Let's see what else we got here. So I'm in the toilet paper aisle. I think this is stuff people might want to know. So this is 12 pretty standard looking rolls for 8. It's going to be about 5.8 US dollars for this pack. Let me show you right there. So these are like pretty standard rolls. I would say not like jumbo rolls, but just like old standards. And that's 8. That one down there is 9. It looks like you get thicker for this one. And some of these are more, like this one's like way higher. This one's like double rolls, I would say, for like 13. It's like $9.50 for that one. So some of them steep, but I'm seeing, maybe I'm reading these wrong. I don't even know. This says $7.25, $7.25, and then that one says 8. That one says 8. So yeah, pretty much you're getting like between $5 and $6 for those 12 packs. So here's a bunch of random like fruits here. This thing of blueberries is $5.95, so that's gonna be $4.30 US. Avocados, $8 for a bag of avocados. That's going to be about 6 US. That's 3 avocados in there? Really? Are all these 3? Man, that's really steep. So where are these coming from? I don't even know. Aguacates. Looks like from Mexico. Sorry, I cut you guys off. Yeah, so those are really expensive here. Wouldn't buy those. But they should be growing those here. $5.95 for New Zealand apples. That's like, how many apples in there? Eight apples in there for $4.30 US. Let's see what we got here. Mushrooms. So these are like $4 for this thing of mushrooms, which is about $3 US. This is the same. These are enoki mushrooms. And what is this? Here's some potatoes. $5 for that, which is going to be about $3.60. So we got sliced up fruits, 3 to 5, which is going to be 2 to 4 US. Let's see what else we got. Brussels sprouts from Australia. So there's a lot of imported things in Singapore because they can't really farm anything. So this is for Singapore, which is 3 US for this much Brussels sprouts. What else we got? Some green onions or spring onions. A small package of those is $1.40. That's not terrible. That's going to be about $1, I would say. Okay, let's see where else. Okay, here's cabbages. So this is $1.22 for this cabbage, which is about $1 US. I got the conversions on my hand. So about $1 US for that. $1.70 for this one. That's going to be a little bit like $1.30, something like that. This whole cabbage. Oh, that's the same kind of cabbage. Cauliflower. This is like a third of a head of cauliflower, I guess, for $1.13. That's about $1 US. Not too shabby, I'd say. So some things are cheap, some things are working out. Here's more mushrooms again. We already did that. Tomatoes, I see $2.75 for these cherry tomatoes. That's 500 grams of cherry tomatoes for about $2. These are cheap ones. These are $1.25, so that's about $1 for that. That's pretty damn cheap. And what else we got here? Here's some frozen food, which a lot of Americans can relate to, I'm sure. Eggo waffles. So those are priced $5.85 for one of the boxes with 10 waffles. So that's going to equal about $4.50, something like that. What else we got that people might know? Phyllo pastry, I guess. Why not? That's $6.40 or $6.95. So that's going to be $5 about. What else we got? Instant garlic bread. I mean, I can get this at the dollar store for sure. Here it's going to be $3, it says. So that's $2 US for that garlic bread in there. But I guess that's kind of specialty. But they got a few different ones, and man, they get pretty expensive. It's like $5 for garlic bread. It's like $3.60 US. Oof. Let's see what else we got here. Here's hash browns. I think this is really similar to ones we got in US. That long box of hash brown patties. So that here is 5 Singapore dollars, which is going to get you at $3.60 US about. I'd say that's about the same packaging that we got back home, I'd say. Here's some frozen raspberries down there. How big is that bag? I don't even see the weight on that bag. Sorry to say. So that's $8.95 for frozen raspberries. Pomegranate $6.95, and they're not very big bags. So that's like $6 to $5 to $6 for those. What else we got? What else we got? French fries. This is the big bag of 1 kilogram of frozen French fries, and that's equaling $3.95. So this one's a little bit more on this side. This is also 1 kilogram, and this one's, oh no, this is 6 for 2. So that gets you at $3 each, which is going to be $2 per kilo. So 2 to 2.50 for that. There's some onion rings. These are Tesco brand onion rings, which is a pretty generic brand, so the price is probably okay. Let's see, it says 7.50. So 7.50 is gonna be like 5.50 US, something like that. Here's some frozen pizzas. So they don't have, I didn't see any really nice frozen pizzas. Like in US, we've got like bigger ones, but the Asian portion size is a little bit smaller, I guess. So these are like, that's like the biggest one, that one right there, the Doaker Rustica, and that one is the size of like a standard frozen pizza, like a DiGiorno or something like that, like a Freshetta pizza. So 10.95 on the label. That's gonna equal about $8 for that, just cheese. These are like smaller ones that I would say serve one American. It kind of looks like the size of a Tombstone pizza, if you guys know what that's about. But these are kind of like the ones they have in Europe. I've seen these a lot. These are all about 8. All of them say 8. So 8 is gonna be $5.80. That's pretty expensive, I'm gonna say, for that. So pizza's a little bit steep. Here's a case that has some milk and juice in it. So let's see, we got $5.95 for 2. So that's 3 Singapore dollars for one of these quarts. It's probably a liter. 1 liter of milk. So that's going to be about $2 for that. And is this a liter? I don't want to be wrong about that. Let me see. Milk. 1 liter. Okay. Yeah, these are 1 liters. 1 liter fresh milk. And they got milk that has dates inside. And this is milk with oats in it. Chocolate milk. And it looks like they're all the same price. That's a special right now. There is some juices here. This says 100% juice with beets and carrots with no sugar. That sounds pretty amazing, honestly. And that's $4.65 for 2, which is going to be 2 of those for like $3.20, something like that. So each one of those $1.50. That's a pretty good price. Man, I might even have to buy some of that. Sounds delicious. I got a few of those. Man, blueberry, cranberry, 100% juice, mixed fruit. Man, it's hard to get like a real quality juice in US for cheap. These ones are $3.25 each with kale and spinach and chia seed in them. So $3.25 is going to be like $2.10, something like that. That's pretty sweet. So I found the cheese section. So this is like the American craft singles section. These are really overpriced in my opinion. You know, like the actual craft one is 9 Singapore dollars, which is $6.50 for those. Some other brands pretty similar. I see 7 Singapore dollars, which is 5, and this one says 2 for 9, so that's $6.50 for 2. So that's pretty steep. Let's see what other ones we got around here. So here's like some Baby Bells, the Laughing Cows, $3.65. That's about $2.50 US, something like that. It's not too bad. We got butter. Here's butter. Seems like they don't have too many choices, like the same that we'd have in US, but I'm seeing like this butter, 2 Singapore dollars, and that's 250 grams. 2 Singapore dollars for that is going to be $1.50 for that. So you definitely get much less butter here because it's imported. Some of these are more. That's the best price for sure. These ones are like real expensive. Philadelphia cream cheese. I get this for $1 in US most of the time. $2 tops. Here you pay $10.65, which is insane. You know, that's like $8 US. So there's an idea. Okay, now yogurt. So cheese and yogurt are super expensive here, I realized. Like, so this is 3 3 Singapore dollars for 4 of these. These are smaller than the cups, even in US, I would say. But you're gonna pay $2 for 4 of these. These are from Australia. That's just the Yoplait. And they got some other brands here. This one is $4 for just 2 of them. So each one's about $1.50 for that. That's like a more standard sized yogurt, I would say. So not too bad actually for yogurt. I thought it'd be a little bit more. It's because they got the special. Because some of these are like one of them. Ah, this one's cheap too. Not too bad. This is like a Greek style for $2.85 for 3 of them. These ones look pretty nice actually, with little platypuses on them. So that's gonna be like $2, less than $2 for 3 of these. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, I found some ice cream. So the ice creams are different, but I'm seeing all sorts of crazy prices. These ice creams aren't very high quality here. They're mostly with a lot of oil inside of them. So I'm seeing like $4.60 to like $5 for most of these. $4.60 for this big one is a 1.5 liter thing. So that's gonna run you about $3.50 for a lot of these. I would say something like that, but maybe $3 even for some of them if you're lucky. And there's some like higher grade ones here that are like 13, so that's like $9, something like that. Here's some dryers, so that's like a normal one, but that's like really small also. So you get like a tiny thing of dryers like this. That's 9 Singapore dollars, which is $6.50. And here's some Haagen-Dazs bars. I don't see a price on those. No price on those. We'll never know. But the ones next to them, these popsicle things, this one is $4.50 or $5. So that's like $3 to $3.50 for a pack of those 4 ice cream cup things. And these are $10.50 just for that. 5 popsicle things, mini gelatos. Those are pretty expensive, I'd have to say. $10.50 is like 8, almost $8 US. Whew, that's steep. So yeah, again, dairy's a little bit overpriced here. I got a big potato section here. So this is 1 kilogram of potatoes for 4 Singapore dollars, which is $3 US. So those are more expensive. But I see this is $3.20. This bag is, oh, these are USA potatoes. This is $2.50, and it's, how big is this? 1 kilogram for $2.50. So that's about $1.85, something like that. And on this side, they have some eggplants, $1.55 per pack. So 3 eggplants. That's like $1 about. Cucumber says 30 cents per 100 grams. I can't convert that, sorry. Carrots, this is 75 cents for this 1 bag. So that's pretty nice. That's like 50 cents US. So this is $1. 1 Singapore dollar, that's about 75 cents US. Pretty sweet. Here's some peppers. I can't do these conversions real quick, but you got 53 cents for 100 grams of these peppers. I know these are expensive here. And 20 cents for this tomato, so that seems pretty cheap. But mostly these peppers are kind of pricey here. Cucumbers are not so pricey, but sweet potatoes on this side. Looks like Australian ones are $6 a pack, and Japanese ones $2.45 a pack, all the way to Indonesia $2.60. So those are pretty cheap. I mean, that's like $1.50 to $2 for sweet potatoes. I mean, that's probably cheaper than US right there, in my opinion. We don't get a lot of cheap sweet potatoes. Here's some eggs. This is soy corn egg, $2.25. So that's like $1.50, something like that. I see $3.75 for the 18 pack of these eggs, premium eggs. $3.75. So that's like $3 US. $2.69. So I don't know. They got a lot of types of eggs, just like I guess in the US. But yeah, this video is getting pretty long, guys. So I'm gonna try to finish it up here. I've been just like wandering around and like anything and everything. Here's onions. We got $1.50 per pack of red onion. Not much onions. $1.50 is gonna give you like $1, about $1 US. That's probably about the same. Not so different. Yellow onions, almost the same price. A little bit over a dollar, maybe $1.25 for a bag of these. That's pretty good. What else do I need to show you guys? Just a little bit more. Okay, lastly, I'm just gonna do meat. So this is 700 grams of big shrimp for 18. Oh man, I can't even convert that. It's got to be like 12, 13, 13 US dollars, something like that. All right, let's see. They got these chickens for pretty cheap. I saw this in the ad before. These are like smaller chickens. Like, I mean, here's my fist. So it's like probably half the size of a rotisserie chicken in US, but $4.90. That's $3.50. That's a pretty dang good price. What else we got? A little bit more meat. Anything? Anything? There's some fish fillets. Nile fish, whitefish. I see like 9. So 9 is gonna be like $6.50. I don't even know. Here's some cod for 10, which is gonna be 7.2 US dollars. It's not bad. Salmon, that's probably gonna be expensive. They don't got much salmon here. Here's a cut of salmon. $8.25 for one slice of salmon. It's gonna be about $5.80 US. And here's some other fish as well. So this is gonna be my last section, I think, guys. These fish don't really apply to the fish that we have, honestly. These are all tropical fish, but $1.79 per 100 grams, 69 cents per 100 grams. You can get cheap seafood in Asia, that's for sure. So, yeah. All right. Well, if I missed anything, try to make a comment about it, and I'll try to tell you the price. But Singapore is pretty reasonable. You know, you hear about it being an expensive country to live. It definitely is. But if you want to grocery shop, it's not so bad. You know, I'd say you can survive here, and you know, a lot of the meals you can get for like 5 Singapore dollars. You can get like some noodles or some like rice dish or something like that for like 5, 6 Singapore dollars, which is going to be like 3.50, 4, maybe even 5 US dollars at the most. You're going to be paying for affordable meal. So yeah, don't be afraid. But yeah, make a comment, like this video. I got some other videos about supermarket prices. I did one in Brunei, so check that one out as well. It compares a lot to here. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and come to Singapore if you want. There's not so much to do, but don't be intimidated by the pricing. Thanks a lot.